Hi, we are Challenge 7 Team A, and we are all from Mace and trying to redefine the boundaries of ambition.
Hi, my name is Alex and I work for CISC. Our problem statement is to establish a tool for our project teams which allows easy and clear monitoring and reporting of design team performance using drawing and RFI information alongside basic project information to allow context on scale and status. Additionally, we would like to develop a set of metrics to assess and model design partner performance and also look to explore trends across data, such as what stage of a project sees the largest volume of RFIs.
Once we decided on our challenge, we made some user statements. Please see below. As a design manager, I want to be able to see information on RFIs and drawings on my project. In particular, it would be helpful to get a project overview and a company overview. This is so I can assess the project design process and the designer's partner's performance.
We went through the client brief and stated our assumptions. We knew going into the hack what information we did and didn't have, and what assumptions we would need to make to produce a final product. Our main aim was to make a Power BI dashboard on RFIs and drawings performance by designers and projects across the company's portfolio of work. We approached the challenge by brainstorming our thoughts and mapping them out. We started from the problem statement description and the input data we've been given to then extract what the key takeaways, needs, and outcomes were. This finally allows us to list down the main KPIs that we want to show on the dashboard.
Referring to research articles, we decided to use a formula where we took the number of RFIs in a project divided by the value of project and duration of project, which gave us a performance indicator on the document efficiency on that project. We went through a lot of sketching of different ideas of visuals and dashboards to present a solution to our problem statement.
So this is our Power BI dashboard for Challenge 7. This first page is for the CEO, and it shows the top 10 largest companies and their average time to respond to RFIs, which is here, and their drawings, which is here. So you can see that Watkins, for example, takes an average of 93 days to respond to drawings and 52 days to respond to RFIs. You can also see which projects Watkins is working on, and you can also see what other companies are working on those projects if you hover over. This shows the project lifecycle. So you can see for low budget projects between 0 and 20 million, there are a lot more RFIs and drawings at the start, whereas high budget projects over 100 million have many more RFIs and drawings at the end of the project, showing that they're having more trouble. And lastly, we have the profit by total submissions. So the higher value, the higher profit projects obviously have more RFIs and drawings submitted. And again, for higher budget projects, they also have more. They also spend more time to complete their RFIs and drawings, and you can see which ones are outliers by seeing which ones lie really high above the line. So for your project directors and your technical directors, if you wanted to drill through and see why a company might have really high average times to respond, you can drill through and see a lot more data. And this is the company dashboard. And also you can see for projects, if you wanted to see why, for example, project Aries is way above the line, you can see a project dashboard, which shows a lot more information here.
I believe we did solve the challenge by providing directors with the tools to see which companies and projects are underperforming and also why they're underperforming, which means they can then go to the stakeholders with the data to prove it.
We believe our solution is future-proof by using pandas within Python and Power BI, with the opportunity to use the API integration into ViewPoint in the future to allow automatic updates to the dashboard without user input. Our dashboard is able to be used by employees across the company, from design managers, technical directors and the CEO, to be able to get a better insight into the design management on their projects. This will help save on design iteration costs and drive down RFI and drawing revisions, ultimately costing the projects time and money.
Our solution improves visibility of designer and project performance. In turn, this will allow projects to make informed decisions to improve the design process or designer abilities, which should improve project profitability.
We were aware that RFIs was the main topic of other challenges. However, we made the decision to only focus on Challenge 7 dataset to make sure to satisfy the client's expectations. Obviously, with more data available, we can get more specific trends and cross-checks between a dataset and the other. For example, having more data in the project info could have helped to analyze trends with a number of categories that weren't available in the dataset, such as the project sector, project type, region, profit, form of contract, and procurement type. In terms of companies, it may be good to differentiate between consultants and trades in order to understand how the amount of drawings, revisions, and RFIs correlate between the different companies and stages of a project.
Firstly, we were able to create an assumption that the first issue of design information and the last issue on the project gave us an indication of the design program. By taking the dates updated between each revision of drawings and RFIs, this allowed us to accurately construct a data field showing the amount of time taken to respond to RFIs, which was then filtered by author company. An average across these gave the baseline for performance on projects. The amount of revisions per unique drawings then created a data field that highlighted a high turnover of design information, indicating a large amount of time spent revising design documentation impacting the project.
The answer would be that making this report available to the relevant employees across the company would allow benchmarking the above metrics across designers, allowing CISC to highlight companies' performance and seek improvement where required, or evaluate where areas of improvement can be made. We would also use this data to set up KPIs at the start of the project for design teams to review their performance relation to response times for KPIs and revision of drawings. The regular monitoring of their performance against the KPIs should incentivize them to perform better, to be in the top list of designers, to work with us in our future projects.